What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends comic book series, Giant Size X-Men Banshee. So, this is a figure I think a lot of people have been waiting for. Um, Banshee's a little interesting because we've got the blue and yellow suit in the 3-pack for the X-Men line. There was 2 different 3-packs to make that set. Um, you needed a couple other figures to fill in here and there. Professor X and like Wolverine that were released at a different time. But that Banshee in the yellow and blue, and then now you have this one in the green and yellow. Uh, from what I've seen in Banshee and how I remember, he wore both suits pretty equally. Um, so I guess it kind of depends on which era you're coming from, maybe. On like which one he wore more, or how you which one you prefer. I'd been waiting on this green one for a long time, though. I am glad that it does seem to look really good. The 3-pack version looked really good, and I was waiting on this one. I don't know why it took so long, but yeah, here he is in the packaging. You got the Giant Size X-Men #1, one of my favorite books. So many first appearances in there. Um, you can see all the different accessories. Of course, it says comic accessory. You got the back. You can see the comic there. You got other figures from the wave. A little bit of a bio. Now here's the front again. And we'll get them open and check them out. So here's Banshee outside of the packaging, and he looks really good. The paint looks pretty decent. It's not like a overly complex design or anything like that. The suit design, um, but I think it's something that you could still easily mess up. But first glance, looks pretty good. We'll get a closer look at him in a second. Accessory wise, kind of like the Ultimate Iron Man that I reviewed already. He has the book, the comic, and again, one of my favorite books that gets underrated with all of the first appearances that are in there. And it looks really nice. They get the details in there like really good. You can see everybody. So, really cool. The back, Marvel Legends series. But no pages, nothing like that. You get a couple hands. Trigger finger hand. Not sure why, but that's okay. Right hand. You get this like C grip. Then you get this hand here, open palm. I kind of wish he had 2 of this version. One for each hand for when he's flying. I think that would have looked a lot better. And then you get this head sculpt here with him screaming, using his powers. Looks really good. The hair sculpt looks good. The face sculpt looks nice. You got paint in there. The hair has dry brushing, so it's not all just one solid orange or anything like that. It's got like this yellowish going through there. Kind of bring out some of those details. Looks really good. Just really nice, man. And then you get the figure himself. So for Banshee, that is the head sculpt he comes with. Looks good. The sideburns look nice. You can tell the hair is a separate piece that's like glued on there. Yeah, face sculpt looks good. The paint, everything like that. Nice collar. It's glued in there into the body. We've seen something similar. The yellow, you can kind of tell it's yellow painted on top of the green. Not terrible. Got the wings. Again, simple design, so it's going to be skin tight suit. We've seen this kind of thing too, where the boots are more painted on at the top instead of sculpted. Looks good though if it's supposed to be a skin tight suit. One thing to notice is this figure has this cut here in the arms. where another figure would probably have articulation, but his doesn't. At least unless it's stuck or something like that really badly. But yeah, I couldn't get it to move at all. So yeah, you got the wings plain on one side. I kind of wish it was all the way through, but on the side you'll be looking at it focused on. I guess you'll see the design a little stronger. Yeah, it looks good. Simple. Nothing too crazy. Articulation wise, head has the hinge, so ball and hinge looks down really nice. Looks up pretty far. I like that. The collar gets in the way a little bit, but you can kind of get it into a decent flying pose looking up. Butterfly joints. Awesome. Love it. T pose. I feel like maybe it could go up a little bit higher, but the wings kind of stop it just a little bit. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows that go pretty far. Peg and hinge, rotation, all that. Ab crunch goes forward pretty good. Goes back farther. Waist cut. Leg goes forward about that far. Back to a little past neutral, just a little bit. Upper thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, bend really nice. Upper boot cut, hinge, pivot, all that in the ankle. So pretty cool. One thing I kind of wish is that this guy's wings could come off so that he can walk around without it. Might have to get another one just to remove those pieces because he doesn't always have those wings out. But you can get some pretty good, articulation with it, with him. We need updated Black Tom, I think. That figure wasn't done the best to me. This Banshee's pretty cool though. Of course, we'll get some other accessories in there. Really nice expression. Nice flying through the air. Again, I would have liked another one of these hands there. That would have been pretty cool. Not bad. Probably the only hand I would put this book in. Like, take it. Yeah, those butterflies are nice. You get the arms to cross pretty good. Yeah, nice articulation. Don't really need to put the trigger finger on there. Not going to do anything, or I'm not going to do anything with it. We've seen it. I guess you could use this one for the book too. gives it a little bit more of a natural look, I guess. So yeah, that's articulation and accessories and stuff. So here's Banshee next to Maximum and Spidey, and you can see the different body types. A little thinner for Spider-Man. He has, I'd say, the better articulation because he's got the diaphragm and ab crunch. But this Banshee is really nice. I like the body they chose for him, and I kind of wish he had the diaphragm. I want everybody to kind of have the diaphragm ab crunch thing. Um, I really like that combo, but I still think he looks really good, and he is taller than Spidey too. Bulkier, looks really good. Now here he is next to Siren. So when you look at Siren's wings, hers are they kind of can rotate. They're kind of attached to, they wrap around the peg in the hand and the wrist, and they peg into the or kind of are connected. The shoulder joint goes straight through there too, through another probably circle. The fabric, you can kind of see part of it there. So it's a circle. This gets plugged in. This is a circle. The hand gets plugged in, and that looks pretty good. But her dark colors are on the outside versus underneath, where Banshee's is underneath and it's lighter on the outside. But they do look nice next to each other. Siren's got the darker colors. Hair isn't doesn't have the wash or the dry brushing like Banshee's does. Green is darker. The reverse on the wings. But still, they look pretty good together. Now here he is next to himself. So, pretty much same figure, except for the leg portion because of the belts and the I guess this glove part here. So from the forearms down, but the arms pretty much the same. This upper body is the same. The collar, the head sculpt looks good. Looks about the same too. Now the older one looks like it has a little bit more of a natural tone to it versus this one is shiny, plastic looking. This one looks like it's got a little extra paint on there, like the cheeks, the face. Looks real, more real. He also has like dry brushing in the hair, even more than the new Banshee. But see, he's got the open hands for both. I mean, I just think that looks better for flying poses. But pretty much just about the same figure, which is not a problem because this one is really nice. Again, I like the body they chose for them. I think, again, my only downside is I brought the Vulture out for this because Vulture has wings and he's got these little pegs or holes where you would peg in the wings. It breaks up the sculpt a little bit, but I don't mind it, I guess. It's not too terrible to me. I think a lot of people probably hate that. But I think I would like for something somehow to be worked into this Banshee to where he can walk around without the wings expanded, like this guy. So yeah, I mean, that would be cool if they could have came up with a different design for that. But other than that, I mean, it's still a good looking figure. It's still a really nice figure. Um, Here he is next to Retro Cobra Viper. The Viper is bigger, maybe about the same size, bulky wise, but taller by maybe just a little bit of hair. So this guy's pretty big, but looks really cool next to him. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this review. Pretty simple. He's not a complex suit. It's a pretty just skin tight suit, so you can just paint it. We didn't get no sculpting in the calf and the shin here. Just paint, showing the top part of the boot, which is okay. No articulation here in the forearm. You had some good head sculpt. You had some the different hands. Like that they got the extra head with the screaming face. You got the comic, which is really cool. Again, one of my favorite books. So many first appearances in there. Um, Not his first appearance, but I guess we would say a key for him. His first appearance is earlier than that. Red cover with the Banshee flying across it. Um, but yeah, he looks really good. So looks good. Paint's pretty good. I think the legs are like a little bit of a yellow green, a little bit lighter, but I mean I think they all match pretty close to good. So yeah, good figure, good articulation, good sculpt, nice paint, um, extra accessories that are pretty um, needed for him, but nothing too crazy, I guess. I mean, pretty solid figure, and one that I've wanted for a while. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have. So, um, yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I think pretty available also. So, hopefully, this video, at the time of this video, is pretty available. So, hopefully, this video helps you decide whether you want to pick it up or not. Add it to your collection, your X-Men shelf. That's where I gotta decide which one is going on my shelf. That's my biggest problem. Maybe I use both. Maybe I put this one on like a villain shelf, maybe. I don't know. I still like the yellow and blue suit. Again, you've seen them use both of these suits pretty often, so I don't know. That's probably my biggest decision right there because I knew I was getting him for sure. I needed him for my X-Men show. So as always, I hope I helped you out and seeing what you needed to see to make that decision for yourself. I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.